Hi, Laura.
Hi, how are you?
How are you doing today?
I'm good.
You're looking bright, smiling.
Thank you, as always.
It's nice to see you.
So my name is Nanok, Edukon, quite unique. So my background, I'm a Turkana, so that's why I have such unique names. I bumped into Alex back in 2021. I was previously working in a newsroom here in Nairobi, and I was under internship. So after my internship, that was about 9 months, he had plans to open an office in Lodwar in Turkana County, and so he was in search of a talent, of a reporter to be based there and tell the good stories of Turkana. So Alex was in touch, spoke to former Turkana governor, and so he told him that there's this girl working at a newsroom in Nairobi and she is a Turkana. So on a fine Saturday morning after Gikomba, and you know in Gikomba in security, so I left my phone at home, and on coming back I found a missed call, and it was a new number. So nikaangalia Truecaller, and it was Alex Chamada. So at first I was shook. Ay, Alex ananitafutia nini? Of course it's not an interview. So yeah, so I called him back and he told me his idea, and yeah, it sounded good. And being an opportunity, you don't just leave opportunities hanging. So I took up the opportunity, and in March 2021, end of March, we opened our office in Lodwar, and that is where I'm based. And I cover the entire Lodwar, the entire Turkana County and its environs, that is the North Rift. Okay, so one is of course our Lake Turkana. So many people, first timers, when we take them there, they never want to come back. Once they visit Lake Turkana, visit the beaches and just have a good time by the lake, then they don't want to come back. And our fish is the tastiest of them all. So tastier than what is in Lake Victoria. And so yeah, there is so much to come and do, come and see, and go when you come to Turkana County. Yeah. Since I was a kid, I used to love Julie Gishuru when she was in TV, kitambo sana. Yes. Hata my mom was telling me, na si utafuta Julie Gishuru. So I'm like, ay, naanzia wapi at a young age. But I used to watch her a lot. And then of course our CEO, he's outgoing. He's just not an ordinary personality in the media. So nilitoroka Kenya nikaenda kujificha US. So our trip to the US was a unique idea, and so we tapped into our show Daring Abroad, and we called it Daring Abroad Investment Forum, and therefore that is where we were interacting with our Daring Abroad audience, who we don't meet on our tours when you go to do stories. And so we decided, why not arrange for an investment forum where we are going to have different investment opportunities from Kenya, go and tell our diaspora audience about them, and just encourage them on investing back home. And so that was the idea, and so we planned for a whole month to be in the US for a whole month, visit different states, to have events, and yeah, engage with our audience in the US. So I loved Wichita. Wichita is a town, or rather a city in Kansas. They say Kansas, not Kansas, Kansas State. So Wichita is not your ordinary city that you would imagine when you're in the USA. You know, you can picture USA in your mind, but Wichita is just a cool, a calm, collected town. It doesn't have that adrenaline and anxiety to it like Nairobi, and so it's just chilled. People are just chilled. People are just doing their own work, no traffic, yeah, and kind people. So I loved the the whole of Wichita, what Wichita had to offer. And of course, we visited different towns within Wichita. There was Andover, there was Portwin, where we interacted with our Mzungu friend called Pastor Dale, who, funny enough, knows more Turkana than I do. And so we sang a bit. And yeah, so it was interesting. Then the second one is Kansas City in Missouri. There we had quite a very engaging and hospitable community where we had 2 of our events there, and the kind of coordination, the kind of cooperation, the kind of teamwork that we witnessed in those 2 towns, it was amazing. So I would love to go back to Wichita and Kansas. Yeah. So funny enough, I was the only lady in the team, and being in a work trip, I mean, you're still at work, and so the whole team expects you to be in your best shape. So when everyone is carrying luggage, you have to also carry luggage. When everyone is waking up early, you have to wake up early as well. Yeah, time difference was tough. It was tough. So how we adjusted, how can I say it? How can I answer that? I mean, it just came automatically. Of course, the first few days, maybe first 3-4 days, it was tough. And of course, the jet lag, once we got to the US, it hit us real hard with the immense heat in Houston. It's hot. So of course, we adjusted. We had to adjust because we were there for a mission. Oh, it was in Wichita, in a small town called Portwin. So they do a lot of agriculture, and so many of the people there have farmhouses. They sit in the middle of their farms, and so he has the cowboy culture. We loved it. We got into a ride, the Kawasaki car. So yeah, it was interesting, and just to see how people are living a simple life. You would think just because this is a Mzungu or anything, they are, living a bougie life and all that, but it's a very low-key kind of life when you're back in the farm. I think just like here in Kenya, when you go back to, Ushago, Mashinani, it's just, lay low, you just relax, and hakuna haraka maisha. And so it was good to interact with him. This trip, of course, raised my portfolio, and in the sense that now I am able to confidently organize and also take part in investment forums or investment fairs. And so it's something that we are looking to take up and be consistent in it, and also just bring more people to the team. Yeah, just because we are pioneers, then that means we need to also teach others in the team, and also because when we are not available, then we need it to continue. And so yeah, it's really elevated me, and also it brought, I didn't know I could do it in terms of the strength and also capability, being there representing sponsors. It was actually unique. Actually, people confused me. Now they were thinking, si wa Chams Media, huyu ana represent real estate. So yeah, it was quite interesting, yeah. Okay. So I've mentioned we got to visit the farm, and something else, we managed to visit the Mississippi River. That was in Missouri State in Kansas. So that is quite geographical, I mean, it just brings the memories you were taught in geography or in social studies about these long rivers and all, but it was only in theory. But it was quite interesting to see them, practically go down by the river, take photos and all that, and even ask ourselves, mwalimu wa geography, hapa ni wapi? Where is here? Hapa ni wapi? So yeah, it was just a wholesome trip. Inspirations, or maybe I can talk of the lessons that we learned. So one, of course, teamwork. There's nothing you can do without teamwork. If you choose to do something alone, you will end up failing. So you need the person on your right, the person on your left, so that you all move forward. Another thing is put in your all. If we decided not to put 100%, each one of us to give 100%, then would have a lot of, we wouldn't have achieved it at the end of the day. So that's another thing. Another thing is work as you enjoy at the same time. So yeah, at times work could be too much. So yeah, we'll relieve ourselves. Yeah, at least rest the next day. So yeah, work while you enjoy. Yeah. Okay. Okay. To the young girls, not even the young girls alone, to the young people who are still studying and those who chose the path of journalism and mass communication. So when you finish, the industry is so wide. You're not only tied to newsrooms. There's so much that you can do with the skills that you've gained in school, be it camera, be it editing, be it scripting, be it directing and all that. So it's just a matter of tapping into the opportunities that are out there, because there are so many. After I got into the workspace, then I learned that there is so much that you can do with what you already have in your hands. So it's just a matter of grabbing each and every opportunity that comes your way, and also learn what is ahead of you. Yeah. The answer is yes. Yes. So I'm sorry to all the guys out there. Yes, I'm sorry.
Yes,